Hello everybody, I'm Zunaid Siddiqui and I'm an international student here at the University of Texas at Dallas. And in this video, I'll be talking about the application process for applying to institutions in the United States of America. Well, recently I've been getting such certain questions from my juniors and friends about the whole application process, and I hope the whole video helps them. Well, firstly, there are more than 1,200 universities in USA, so there's like a lot of options for you to choose from. Even if you're considering aid or scholarships, locations, there's like so many options for each of the conditions. Firstly, make sure you apply by your own and not use the help of any agencies, because I've seen a lot of people spending thousands of bucks at agencies just to get the things done which they could do by themselves just for free. So how do you apply? Well, as for applying, there is this common application portal that's called Common App, and if you want to apply in the South to Texas universities, you have to use Apply Texas, but it's pretty much similar. So basically, make sure you start Common App right now, because it's a very complicated application and you need a lot of time for that. Well, as for the whole application, you need 7 things in total. And the first thing is high school transcripts. Well, by this, I do not mean your O-level to A-level certificates. This simply means your performance sheets or grades of grade 9, 10, 11, and 12, and make sure you have them attested by your school before you upload it and submit it for your application. Secondly, you need your O and A-level certificates or SSC or HSC certificates. And if you're someone who's still in grade 12 and not yet done with your A-level or HSC, make sure you give your predictor results and you have your grades or results for till class 11. Number 3, it's IELTS or TOEFL scores. Well, this is basically just a test which proves that you know English, and universities require it. Doesn't matter if you're from an English medium background, but you need to take this if you're applying to a US institution. Number 4, it is standardized test, which is basically SAT or ACT, and make sure you have these before you apply, and make sure you have taken these tests 3 months, at least 3 months before your deadline, because you might want to retake the test if you have a lower score, because these are pretty important if you're aiming for a scholarship. Number 5, this is ECA, and if you're applying to any university that's pretty much okay or good, they want to look at your ECA and make sure you have all your ECA noted down, documented, because in the application, Common App application, you have an entire section where you have to write down your ECA. Number 6 is essay. Well, as for the essay, you eventually pick a topic from a list of topics and write about it, but this is more like a personal statement, because in the entire essay, you actually write in such a way that allows the university to know more about you, so that they know more about your qualities, your character. And this is actually one of those fields where you let them know about your uniqueness or your skills and whatnot. Lastly, and number 7, that is recommendation letters. Make sure you have your recommendation letters from professionals such as teachers, and no, you do not have to have those recommendation letters from the teachers who teach subjects that match your major. So it is okay if you get a recommendation letter from your art teacher if you're a science student. Well, it is better if you get the teacher from the same background, but it is not mandatory, and make sure that person knows you very well. The recommendation letter must be written in a very professional manner, and not much sugarcoat. And again, make sure that person knows you very well, because the recommendation letters matter a lot. After you're done with all of this, you're basically done with all the things you need for applying, and complete your application. And then comes another very important part, which is college selection. And I would say this is an entirely different topic, and I might even make one video about it and also talk about scholarships. But as for now, make sure you get all the 7 things done and start your application as soon as possible. I wish you all the very best of luck for your applications, and also make sure you apply to my university as well. Thank you.